It's me again. I'm here. I had to look and see what was going on there for a second. So today, I want to talk about some things that I know that are a little different because I'm a little different. How to recover your money. I keep reading these things and watching you guys talk about, oh, I got scammed out of this much money. I got scammed out of this much money. I got the guy in court. Bullshit on that. Guys, I know we're used to doing things like the Americans do them or the British or whatever. We got scammed out of 600 bucks. Wasn't a lot. It didn't hurt me. Pissed me off. The scam was simple. It was a friend of my wife's that she knew for, I don't know, a long time. 10 years, more. They owned a coconut milk place where they get the milk out of the coconuts in the market. They've had the same store for, I don't know, 20 years, a long time. Whatever. I don't care. They're Americans. I don't know what it's called. She's telling me the name of what the Philippines call. I don't care. The guy borrowed the money. Oh, I swear to God, I'll pay it. I will pay it. I swear. I swear. I told him, I said, if you don't pay it, I'm going to beat the hell out of you. I will hunt you down and find you. He says, I understand, sir, I understand. Okay, good. We gave him 600 bucks. He disappeared. He moved, supposedly he moved 3 hours away, but his parents stayed here. That's one time I got scammed. We're going to go into it more. First time I got scammed here, I was a little amount, 100 bucks. I think it was 120 bucks. And the girl flat out told me when it came payday, she borrowed it for 30 days. She said, I'll pay you on the end of the month. I said, okay, that's fine. The end of the month comes, she goes, I'm not paying you. You're an American, you can't do anything. I said, okay, we'll see. So I asked around, what do you do? How do you recover your money? And they all said, go to the barangay office, tell the captain, he'll deal with it. So I went there and they brought her in and she said, I'm not paying it. He's an American, they can't do anything. Tough. I said, okay. So he said, I can't do any more because you could sue her, but it's only $100. I said, yeah, you're right. Blow it off. Okay. So now we're going to go into how I got my money back. Both times, actually. First of all, you have to understand, there's two things about the Filipino. One is what they call meritus. They all tell about each other. Okay, they tell stories, good, bad, or indifferent, but they all do it. Rumors. They say that if you fart in your bathroom, you can go downtown and they'll hand you the toilet paper. Okay? That's very important. Secondly, they don't like to be embarrassed at all. Okay? So, I'm smart. I thought, okay, they don't like to be embarrassed, and everybody's going to talk about them. Makes sense to me. So what I did, I got to fix the camera here a little bit. Excuse the palm. There we go. So in the first case, what I did was I went to the girl and I said, hey, you owe me money. She says, I'm not going to pay you, so don't bother asking anymore. I said, oh, you're going to pay me. She goes, I'm not going to pay you. All right. So I went down to the place that makes the big banners, the 3 feet tall by 10 feet long, whatever. And I put her name on the banner. Her name is Kit. And I put, Kit stole $100 from me. I'm an American. I just wrote it. And then I hung it on the fence on the school right by their house where all the parents brought the kids. Next day I got my money. She said, take the sign down. Didn't like that one bit. Got me my cash in one day. I thought that was pretty good. She didn't want to be embarrassed. And the Meritus went around town like you, and it was like somebody put them on fire. The second time was the $600. Again, not an amount of money that's going to hurt you, but it pissed me off, especially since it was a friend of my wife's, and he wasn't burning me so much as burning my wife. And that, my wife's a real sweetheart. She really is, like all of the Filipino women. And she's not a kid, she's in her 50s, and it hurt her because she also at the time, well, before, but in the last 15 years, they had a store in the market. That's how they knew this guy and his parents. His parents owned the coconut oil store. Excuse the dogs, guys. We have 10 of them, so they bark. Anyway, um, so the first thing I did was I went right to the store myself, not her. I told her parents. I told the parents. I said, "Your kid owes me $600. When are you going to pay?" They spoke English. He's not here. He moved to another city, which is 3 hours away. I said, "I don't care. You're responsible. He's your kid. He worked here. When he borrowed the money, he told us that you would cover it if he didn't pay the bill to make sure that he got the money. We loaned it to him. It's due yesterday, or actually it was a month before. I waited a month." She said, "I'm sorry, I can't do it." I said, "You will pay me, I promise." I said, "It's easier to pay me now than what you're going to go through in the next until you do pay me, because we're not going to pay you." I said, "Okay, I want you to listen carefully." I walked right in front of their house, right in front of the store where all of the tricycles park, and I went loudly speaking. The people that own that shop right there stole $600 from me. And I told every tricycle driver that they did it right in front of them. Well, come to find out that this same kid had borrowed money from a bunch of the tricycle drivers to the tune of about 1,000,000 pesos, about $20,000. He only got 600. But find out later that he was into gambling, and so there's where his money went. I don't care. Every day, every single day, I went down there, asked them for my money. When they said no, I did the same thing. I walked through every tricycle driver. I walked all around them where they were working. I told everybody that was doing business in their store, "Hey, you know, their son stole $600 from me and they don't want to pay the bill," even though their son said they'd be responsible for it. I did it every day for, I don't know, 2 weeks. I hate to say what happened, but they closed their store and sold it, and the first people they paid was me. It worked. They don't like being embarrassed, and they don't like marriages. They don't like the rumors. They don't like the stories being told, because that hurts their reputation. So instead of doing, and it's legal to do, as long as you're not lying. Don't lie. Cops, I told the cops, told my friends. We actually went to the court to find out if there was something we could do. That was a joke. You give you the papers, you go through the thing, they got to go to the barangay. The barangay tries to get them to come to court. The guy's not there, they can't do anything, sorry. So we actually did it the legal way, like you guys do. Didn't work. My way of going in front of their shop, and telling all the tricycle drivers and everybody in sight and the people that were doing business there that their son stole $600 from us. It worked in less than 1 month. I had my money. I don't get ripped off. I don't. I refuse to be burned anywhere. This country, the United States. I own businesses in the U.S. I don't get ripped off there either. In California, if they don't pay, we have other games we play. We run ads in the local Craigslist, and it says, "We need help remodeling our bathroom. Please show up after 9 o'clock, as we work days and we're working on the house nights. We need 2 workers. Oh, if nobody answers the door, just come on in. Go to the back." They get all the homeless people knocking on the door 9, 10 o'clock at night looking for work. Or we throw parties in their front yard that they don't know they're going to have. I always get my money out of them too. Sometimes simple is better than right, if that makes sense. I don't feel bad about it. And actually, the parents are not mad at my wife. They paid us first. They called my wife. They said, "We'd like to give you your money." They paid her. They lost their store because of it, which they'd had for 20 years. And they were old, retired. They're getting ready, so it owed all the money. Because once I started doing it, all the tricycle drivers started doing it. Everybody started doing it. "You owe me money." They owe me money. Pretty soon their reputation went down. They went. They lost business. They sold the business. So it's something for you guys to think about. And the sign probably cost more than $100. Oh, no. The sign cost $6. And remember, we're in the Philippines. They make big banners here for literally dirt. You can make T-shirts for about $2 a piece, and less. And the T-shirts, $1.50 or something. So $3, you can have this. You can have these made, whatever you want. They'll put on them. It's very cheap here. And to this day, I have tricycle, and that was like 6 months ago, in December, January. I think it was in January, February. Anyway, whatever it was, we saw the tricycle drivers telling us, "Thanks, we got our money back. Thank you, we got our money. Thanks, we got our money. We got most of our money." They ran out of money that they got out of their store before they paid all this kid's debt. Hopefully, the kid will pay his parents back. I doubt it. I doubt it. I really do doubt it. But not my problem. So, guys, Americans especially that have gotten ripped off. Mike, if you watch these vlogs, I don't know if you do or not. I watch yours. You should watch mine. Take this to heart because I know some of your friends have gotten ripped off, and this is from contractors, the worst thieves on the planet. You guys, all Americans are all, and you people from London or England or Britain or where the hell you're from, Australia, rush out, get a contractor. No need. Hire guys to do the work, design the house. You want permits, go to the permit office. They'll tell you what you need. You can draw a picture of the house. They'll give you a permit on it. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. It doesn't have to have all. They're not that big on design problems. I designed mine one room at a time. Didn't even get any permits in the rice field. That's the way it is. And it's totally legal. But I live here. You live wherever you live. And your wife can do the paperwork. Don't think that because your wife is younger than 40 years younger than you or 30 years younger than you or whatever, she still can get it done. She speaks the language fluently. She can ask questions. As long as she knows what she has to do, your wives can take care of your business. Trust them. You married them. Trust them. I mean, I trust my wife 100%. She'll tell you. Are you in here, honey? Lynn. No, she's not in here. But she'll tell you. I don't have any money. She's got my wallet. She's got my credit cards. Access to the cash. I don't need it. I don't pay the bills. I don't do the shopping. If I want to go out, I say, give me, $50. I'm going out. Okay, go. My relationship is such that if I do want to go out, she don't care. She'll be happy to say, go. I'll see when you get home. I go out sometimes. It's seldom. But I'm not a drinker, even though I have a bar. I don't drink. I really don't go out with my friends because I like the Filipinos and they all like to drink. And my American and Norwegian friends, I like John. John and Leon are both really good friends of mine, I have to say. But they don't go out. John goes and drinks beer. That's about it. But nobody else does. So I don't really, I don't do the party thing at all. I'm not there. If I want to go somewhere, I go to the beach with my wife. Or I take my wife and daughter. Sometimes we take our niece, who happens to be here for the next 2 days. But you guys have to get out of the idea that you're home. I mean, you're home, but you're not home. You're not here where you're from. You're here. Things are different here, guys. I'm really surprised. One of you guys that does the blogs has been here 9 years, I think. You should know all this. You should know not to use contractors by now. You should see that the guys using the contractors, I guarantee you, my house is nicer than any of your guys' house done by a contractor, and I did it myself. I didn't like something being built. I built it differently. I wanted it this way. This picture, this paint, these pictures, whatever. I had it my way. And you guys have square box houses. I have a castle. That's what I wanted. So, again, one of my best friends, Leon, had a contractor. So they started the second floor, didn't get done. They started the third floor, it didn't get done. They started the swimming pool, still isn't done. They started a driveway with a garage, it's not ever going to get done. I hope it does. But it's the contractors. They take your money, they give you excuses, they hire cheap, crappy labor because they're making a buck. So you get the worst of the worst labor. They don't use good laborers. They don't use good carpenters or cement guys. They use cheap ones because they're making the money. They're paying it out of their pocket. They're not paying wages that are normal. They're probably paying your guys that should be making $800 a day or $900 a day. They're probably paying them $5 or $6. You get what you pay for, guys. if any of you guys really need consulting with all this, just get a hold of me. I put my email out there constantly. I don't care. Anybody that wants to talk to me, you can get a hold of me. I mean, I have no issues giving you my email. Matter of fact, I might start putting it in the heading or in the description, just so anybody wants to contact me can. I'm not the normal person, the normal American that lives in the Philippines. I don't necessarily, well, I don't do it like Americans. I do it like the Filipinos. And if I don't know how to do something, I talk to my brother-in-law, I talk to my wife, I talk to my sister-in-law, I talk to some of my Philippine friends. They all know how to do it. Why you guys are trying to follow the mold that makes no sense. You know, you go to an American and you ask the American, well, how do you do it? And he says, well, like the Americans do it. You go to a guy from England or wherever, or Australia, how do you do it? And they're in their brain, like the Australians do it, or whatever. You're not in Australia, you're not in London, you're not in England, you're here. It's different, guys. So follow the rules here. I guarantee I can walk down the street, I can show you 3 houses that are being built right now. There is no contractor involved. Filipinos are building it. There's no contractor involved. They went out, they found guys that they know do the work. They pay them a normal wage because there's no contractor ripping them off. So they pay them a good wage. They do excellent work. There's a guy that just put up he's building a house. They ran out of money. So they started doing the fence. They built a beautiful fence. I'm actually jealous. Their fence is so nice. The guy that did it, it took him about 2.5 weeks to do the paint work and the metal and everything. It's beautifully done. The guys just did a great job. They put a beautiful roof on the house. I'm jealous of that too. I got roofs on all of mine, and they did so much of a better job. I kind of want to take mine off and do it like theirs. They did such a good job. But yeah, get out of the idea that you have to do it like the way you did it at home. There are other ways, and I'm not saying my ways are the right ways. I'm not saying that standing in front of somebody and embarrassing them is necessarily a right or kind thing. It's not illegal and it works, and I don't do anything illegal. I refuse. I don't, anything. If it's even a little bit illegal, I don't do it. Somebody says this message is held for review. I don't know what that means. Somebody wrote a message that's held for review, or maybe it's me that's held for review. I don't know. I don't care. They all get through because I don't say anything bad. If there's anything that I can do to help you guys at all, and you're building here, contact me. I'll put my email address in. I'll make a message. I'll make a message to myself, and I'll put my email address in there if you guys want to contact me. If you come to visit the Philippines, you're welcome to get a hold of me and come check out the castle. We love having visitors. It's fun. I'm probably going to do another one of these later on today, because I have some other things I'd like to talk about. But right now I've already been on like almost 20 minutes, and I got the point across that I was kind of interested in getting across about what to do if you're getting ripped off. Where do I live? In Pangasinan. I'm about an hour and a half from Baguio City and about 2 hours from Manila, in a town called Pozo Robio. Right off the T-Plex. The T-Plex, which is I call it the Philippine Autobahn. It's directly behind that way to the right of me. It's a real nice 4-lane highway, 2 lanes each direction, that goes basically from where I'm at, a little further than me, all the way to Manila and past. Goes, I don't know how far it goes, but it goes. It's like the fast track to Manila. Most of the buses take it, so it's better. Anyway, yeah, if I see messages, you guys have something you want. Let's see if there's any more here. Sign cost, no. Bye. See you, Anna. Good vibes. Oh, thanks, Anna. That's nice of you. OMG. I'm not sure what that means. Let's see. You are a master. Maybe. I don't know. Who knows? I live normal. I think normal. And, King Ezekiel. Wow, that's nice. Get a hold of me on my email and we'll chat. You can we'll find out where each other lives. It's no problem. Like I said, I'll put it in the. I'll make a comment to myself so you guys can find it when you look at the comments. Um, anyway, yeah. Where do you live in the Philippines? King Ezekiel. Hey, I have a castle and you're a king. That's pretty cool. Um, it means, oh my God. Okay. I like it here. I will never ever go back to the U.S. I don't even want to go back to the U.S. for a visit. I have no interest, not even a little visit at all. I don't want to go back for any reason. My husky is making noise. Husky, what are you doing? Hey, mouse. Huskies are terrorists, guys. There she is. You see she tore up some plastic behind her. They are literally terrorists. I'm 7 years old. Oh, really? Well, that's good. I'm glad you're watching movies like this, and they're entertaining, and that's good. Does your mom and dad know that you watch these? And where are you from? Talking to King Ezekiel, guys. He says he's 7 years old. It's pretty cute, actually. I kind of like it. I don't say anything bad, so it's perfectly okay. Anyway, I'm going to go. It's been 21, almost 22 minutes. Guys, I don't know if this did you. Mars Street, it says. I don't know where Mars Street is or what city. Anyway, guys, when you're in the Philippines, just be normal. Be happy, Don't get upset. I never get upset around here. I'm too old, 70 years old. Yeah. And that's what I want to talk to you about later is what it's like to be 70 and what it's like to be 70 in the Philippines. And when I figured out that I was 70, that's another really interesting story. So we'll talk about that later on this afternoon. I'm going to take a little break here and I'll be back. You guys, hope you enjoyed today. I'll talk to you later. Bye.